Look at that, we started at the same
All
time.
right. Wow. That's
You didn't
crazy.
think I would, but I did.
I didn't believe you. But
You didn't.
I guess there we go.
You know what they say? Thomas the Doubter. Doubt the Thomas.
They call me Thomas the Doubter every day.
Oh, you know what they say? On the wavelength. Woo.
Yeah.
Episode 1.
We don't know what it's called yet, but by the time you guys see this, you'll know. So, Blake, how's it going?
It's really good. I was sitting right now. I made some Jello for when you came over, and it didn't
It's
work.
weird.
It did not work. It did not solidify. So,
guys, look at this. Yeah.
dude, it's like the Nickelodeon. It's like the Nickelodeon thing.
Yep, the slime that they use in all the Nickelodeon shows. Have a load of that, audio listeners.
ASMR. I love ASMR.
But yeah, well, I hope your podcast experience can, make mine better.
You know my podcast experience won't help make yours better. But guess what we just did?
Oh yeah. Actually,
Oh well, I guess you weren't gonna respond because you're not talking with us.
Yeah, I kind of keep forgetting that's not how this works. But
We just saw the Northern Lights.
Probably the coolest thing I've ever seen.
I didn't know I had a bucket list, so because I don't. But when something happens, I'm like, that's on my bucket list. And I mean, I don't know if this is even a good idea to do this.
Yeah, it's probably fine.
It's good enough, whatever. But like, that's what we just saw
It's
in Ohio.
Ohio. Nothing happens here.
Nothing happens here, and we just got the total eclipse and the Northern Lights.
Like honestly, I'm kind of struggling
And
to
times?
think. At
What?
times? And times.
You're struggling to think what?
Dude, I'm not even sure what I'm struggling to think about. Oh, I'm starting to think about which one's better. Like
Northern
solar
Lights.
eclipse or Northern Lights?
Oh
I don't know,
no,
man.
yeah, I don't know, dude. That's tough.
Like
Triple
solar
rainbow
eclipse
for me.
was super awesome, but like, okay,
Not triple rainbow anymore. This stops at triple rainbow. It does.
like I don't know. Even like solar eclipse, dude. I feel like solar eclipse is a lot better than triple rainbow.
The solar eclipse was, I don't know.
That was pretty cool. Like
It was,
it was 3 p.m.
but
and,
I saw
like,
3
dark.
rainbows.
Well, I see 3 rainbows every 3 times it rains and the sun's out.
So the weather.
Yes,
There's
it's
a lot of rainbows.
Northern Lighty.
So there's a lot of lights in the north.
But yeah, we saw that. That was kind of crazy. I mean, I didn't know I had a bucket
It was-
list either, but that's on it.
The best part was, right, so I'm house sitting, Emmanuel comes, and I found these drinks in the, well, mine's covered in like slimy stuff now, in the fridge. And I was like, ooh, these are going to be good. And so we take a sip of that, and we see Northern Lights visible. So we book it, and we see them, and we're like, the
Like-
peach drink and Northern Lights at the same time.
It was like a sensory overload because this
It
is actually
was.
the best peach
The
drink
best
I've
thing
ever
you've
had.
ever had in your
Yeah.
life.
And
And then just come into this Jello.
yeah, this is.
I mean, it's pretty much just like, it can't get much better than this.
Oh yeah, as you can see.
Delicious.
Man, you guys should have seen Blake drink the Jello out of the bottle. It was actually disturbing.
You want to see me do it again? I'll fill it up. You stall. You talk.
I'm preparing you guys. Just be prepared for what you're about to witness. This I don't know. I don't want to say like parental advisory, but
Parental advisory. You audio listeners, scoot on over to the.
You might want to
Scoot on over to the
for
video
this one.
for this.
It's kind of hard to
How much should I
experience.
put in?
That's probably fine.
Is it? We'll go one more scoop.
Oh,
Okay.
That's probably good.
Yeah.
Alrighty, nice. All right, prepare yourselves.
I'll scoot back a little bit so they can still see me.
Yeah. All right.
In the frame. Still, there's a lot.
Actually, let's. All right. Ooh. See what I mean? It's so bad.
I can't wait to see what you mean when I watch the video. I just know
Oh
it
my
sounds
gosh.
really weird.
It sounds very weird. I'm not sure if the mics caught that, but that sounded oof. Yeah, that was a fun time.
But it tastes like lemons and limes.
I think that's what it was supposed to taste like, so that's good. I'd be a little concerned if it didn't.
Based on how it looks, I wouldn't be surprised
Yeah,
if it
it
didn't.
legitimately looks like slime. But anyways, yeah. So Northern Lights, they were pretty cool. This peach drink was pretty cool. That Jello, not so much. But hey, party experience.
And that's all we can guarantee here, is there will be an experience when you're
We'll
listening.
have an experience. I
That's-
can't guarantee what experience. It will just
But
be
it
one
will be
nonetheless.
an experience. That's right. That's that wavelength guarantee.
Exactly.
Holding up our gang sign.
Well,
Wavelength. That's that wavelength guarantee.
we're
Now
cutting that out.
You don't cut out in the wavelength. It's not part of our guarantee.
That was awkward.
So we have found out about a new game that we want to bring to your guys' attention.
Yeah, we found out from someone whose name rhymes with Shmia.
Are we allowed to say people's names in this? I don't know.
I was actually kind of
But
thinking about that. Like,
Maybe we
just
should
use
only say what their names rhyme with.
Rachel and Jason, or we could do that too.
Well, Rachel and Jason's an actual thing too. Though. It's like just like, but yes, we can. We'll come up with something.
Actually, yeah,
else.
we could also do some rhymes. So yeah, Shmia.
Shmia
Told us about this game.
is called the card game of Yusuf or Yusuf or Yusuf or Yusuf.
Yep.
This sounds like the game we played. You sir, no, you sir.
Yeah.
What was that game?
Yes, sir, I sir.
Yes sir, I sir, no sir, you sir.
Yeah.
Oh. Then who sir? You sir. Two sir. So pretty much this game, if you get bored, put a spin on the game by allowing players to remove poke. Is this just poker?
Oh.
So,
Okay, so-
Shmia just reinvented poker, is what this looks like.
Cool.
The object of the game, we'll tell you guys that, is to have the lowest sum of cards in your hand as compared to the other play. So just have the lowest score. That's all you had to say.
Wait, so golf.
This is like the
cards.
KJV. This is like the KJV of of the rules. To have the lowest score. To have the lowest sum of the quantity of.
Thou shalt
What is
have
that cat
the...
doing?
Oh. Oh wow, the cat is. Man, you guys should see this.
What is it doing?
Right-handed.
God, I'm drinking out of the dog's bowl. I haven't been
Alright.
filling those up because I didn't realize that was the dog.
Oh, I'm
The
totally
cat's
not in
bowl.
the frame anymore.
Oh, that's all.
That's
really,
like super laggy.
Yeah, it is.
Dang. Okay. Cool. That's probably fine. I'm like partially in the frame.
You're in it now. No, you're not.
I'm like,
How did it get so bad?
maybe it's because your leg is so large.
Were you moved?
I think I don't know. There we go. I think I'm more in the frame now. That's good enough.
How are you?
I don't know. This doesn't make any
You
sense.
started in the frame, didn't you?
I think so. Alrighty.
Anyway, I want to let you guys know. Today we're recording this May 10th. It's Friday. It is National Clean Up Your Room Day.
Well, I actually didn't know that, and
You did not.
Blake knows.
Clearly,
I definitely
clearly you
did
did
not
not
clean my
know
room.
that. I got Jello in my hair.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. It just feels like there's Jello in my hair.
Dang. Yeah, I did not clean my room. Actually,
It serves as a friendly nudge to everyone to clean their room.
except me, because
Except for you, because you didn't know. Because I didn't tell you. That's my fault, really.
Dang,
As a
gosh.
friend, as a brother, I should have told you
Wow.
sooner about that.
I
Yeah,
feel a
that's
little
my bad.
betrayed.
That's my bad. I didn't even think about that, actually.
Dang. Well,
Will you ever forgive me?
I think I'll forgive you. I think I can forgive you, Blake.
Do you know what they want to know about?
The podcast listeners? Or who?
Do they know our names?
They don't know our names.
I think you just said my name.
I just said your name.
But this is Emmanuel.
I,
and you have to say this is Blake.
And this is Blake. And
The wavelength.
The wavelength.
Let's go,
This
baby.
is probably my wrong hand.
It
you know.
does. It's all the same.
Oh, it's a mirror. It's a camera, so you.
Oh, so mine was the
it's
wrong
yours.
one. The
wrong.
wavelength. And
Um,
we should tell them the story
of
how we met.
the story of how we met.
That's a good little
That's,
intro episode.
So, for anyone who knows us now,
Too bad you get to hear the story again.
yeah, I was actually gonna say like you probably might come as a surprise to you because I don't know, at this point Blake's like the best friend I've ever had, but
And Emmanuel's the best friend I have. He's not even my friend. He's my brother.
that was not very good. That was it. Man,
That was terrible. You're hitting the table more in that one than it hit my hand.
anyways, yeah. So the very beginning. Actually, Blake, you might be better because how your first impressions of me might be better for you to tell that story.
You want me to go all the way back to my first impression of you?
Yeah, like the very first time. You actually, I don't even remember the.
I don't remember the first time I met Emmanuel, but I remember the second time. And
Yeah.
the second time I met Emmanuel, I only remembered about the first time I met Emmanuel was that all he talked about was computers and
Yep.
big things like that. And I don't know anything about that. I build things. And so the second time, which is the first time that I remember, that's all he talked about with our friend and his name, and his name is Jason.
His name rhymes
For-
with Bamboo.
His name rhymes with Bambi. Drew Bambi. Bambi, we'll call him Bambi for the story. And Emmanuel and Bambi are talking, and they are talking about computers and big things like that.
Yep.
And
And Blake and
it was
everyone else
terrible.
were like out in the pool, and then
yeah, we're all like swimming and doing like it was a guys event, and we're all swimming and like playing baseball and stuff.
like Blake came inside for like 5 minutes and like no idea what's going on. Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Well, it is not recording anymore, so but at least the audio is.
Well, I guess in the video we'll just have a cut.
I wonder
It's
how long
fun.
that cut is.
I'm not sure how long that cut is. That's fun.
Too bad for if you're watching. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
But so fast forward to after my first impression. What were your first impressions of me? Do you know? Do you remember?
I like barely knew you. I think that was like the first time I'd like met you.
Yeah, that was the first time. The first time we met was the first or second crew of the year. All of the guys decided to wear suits.
Oh,
and me-
that was now the first like
Me,
proper.
Emmanuel, who I'd still like never really met.
Yeah.
And our friend, we'll call him Josh because
Yeah.
we'll Josh.
Good Josh.
Our friend Josh. We all wore suits, and we were like the first three guys there, and we did that Spider-Man thing where we're all pointing at each other, and that's the first time we ever met, and we completely forgot about it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then fast forward like a week, we're going to fall retreat.
We had no idea this car arrangement was even like
Yeah,
decided
we
with
had
this
no idea
picture.
these car arrangements were anything.
Yeah.
And so the car arrangements for fall retreat were me, Emmanuel, and Josh.
somehow.
Somehow, for some reason, clearly the Lord works all things together for those
clearly
good
does.
for the good to those. The Bible verse about that one. And so me, Emmanuel, and Josh are all in the same car together.
Oh, yeah.
And I genuinely, like, for 2 nights before, was talking to my sisters, and I was like, I don't know about this. I was like, I like Josh. Like, I know Josh. I don't really know Emmanuel, but I do know Josh and Emmanuel both are super smart computery guy thingies, and I just build things. And so I was like, this is gonna be tough for me. You want to take off?
Man, let me tell you, this car ride, that car ride kicked off something bigger than I could have ever imagined.
Crazy.
That was probably the most fun I'd ever had in a car, like, ever,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Oh yeah. One of the top experiences.
That's also the first time I ever, like, freestyled.
Oh, we freestyled, dude! Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
My best line was, let me see if I can remember.
Look at that truck.
Look at that truck.
It has a gear.
It probably has a gear or two.
Yes, dude.
That was somewhere in there. I don't
That
remember
was
the whole
so
bar, but-
good.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
dude. I forgot about that. That
was
about
fun.
that part of the story.
Oh yeah, it was. And then we stepped in dog poop.
After the freestyling, we stop at this gas station in London, Ohio, and it's a travel at something
Thing.
TA. It's a TA, and it has. And did we get Popeyes?
We did get.
We
Popeyes,
did. We got
yes.
Popeyes there, and then we got gas, and
Actually,
then
that
we're.
was my first time ever at Popeyes.
Was it really?
Yeah. Yep. That
Dang,
was the first
dude.
time
Yeah,
ever.
it's pretty good. It's not
Yeah,
bad.
it was pretty good.
It's not great. It's not bad.
I think it was pretty good.
It's pretty good. It is. But after that, we were walking out to our car, and we're like, oh my gosh, a park. So we run across this gas station parking lot into this park, and we're in there, and all of a sudden we're like, this is a dog park. And so we're like, ew, we're out of here. So we left. We're driving, and like on the way, we had like, I think 30 minutes left in the car ride
Something
after
like
that.
that. Yep.
And I just kept getting whiffs of dog poop. And I was like, who stepped in dog poop? Because I looked and it wasn't me.
It was bad.
And it was Emmanuel.
It was me.
And so we're like, oh, that's gross. And so then like we're looking, and I was like, oh no, it was me too. And so we're 5-10 minutes out from there.
Yeah.
The Bee Gees Staying Alive comes on. We pull over so I can pee, and then we start cleaning off like this dog poop off our shoes, and then we start dancing and just
Around the car.
dancing around the car.
On
Bee
the side of the
Gees
road.
Staying Alive. Oh my gosh, so funny. And then
Oh yeah.
we were already like late at this point. Like we're like the registry time was from like 6 to 7. It was like 7:15, and we're still just dancing around our cars. And we weren't even the last people there either. Like, we pulled up, and we knew we were going to be late, and people were going to be walking around. So we blasted BGs, rolled down all the windows. It was awesome.
It was so incredibly fun.
Oh.
But yeah, that was...
But that's not even the highlight of the story.
Oh, right. It's not the highlight of the story.
Let's go.
So, the highlight of the story. So, that night, we had just finished playing Blind Bean, actually.
Finished our discipleship.
Discipleship of Blind Bean. If you know, you know.
And if you don't, too bad.
Yeah.
Loser.
So, we're just like, we really can't sleep at this point. It's like 4 a.m. Like, is there really even any point in going to bed? So, we realized, wait a second, we still have dog poop on our shoes. So, we're like, walking around everywhere trying to find something to scrape this dog.
Yeah, we're walking around because the way it's set up is it's got that living center, which is the middle, and there's like a living room in the girls' side and guys' side.
Yeah.
And so we're in the guys' side. We look at everything. There's nothing in the bathroom working. So we're walking around this main living area trying to find. It's 4 a.m. We're walking around.
What do we use?
Shirtless, shoeless, like nothing.
Yep.
Pants. We were wearing pants.
We were wearing pants.
But we found toothpicks. Those didn't work. No, we didn't find toothpicks. We found a spoon. That didn't work, so we had to go back out and find something else. We ended up using a paper plate that we ripped and folded. And we're just scraping and using soap and water. Yeah, it was an experience.
That was the moment we realized.
Too late. We have to be best friends now because it's 4 a.m. We're cleaning dog poop on our shoes.
So, this cat. Oh my gosh. It's jump scared me so many times since I've gotten here.
Dude.
Like, I'll just, like, keep hearing noises behind me and, like,
I never even noticed
things moving out of the corner of my eye.
Speaking of that, we might, Kaylee, my sister, her name rhymes with Haley and starts with a K. She said we might need to play a sound machine. So just like a speaker with noise so we don't hear the cat at 5 a.m. Because the cat keeps clawing on the door and meowing. It's so annoying.
Why?
I don't know.
Do cats just do that?
Cats are stupid, yeah. Like, my grandparents' cat will do it because it wants to go outside, but these cats don't go outside.
Well, like, so what I'm hearing is that God created cats, and he was like, let's make him scratch on the door at 5 a.m.
He's like, so they don't have doors yet, but one day they will, and these cats are going to scratch on them and meow. Actually, so I think actually, like, when God was creating everything, like that, like Satan was still up in heaven. Good terms, right? I actually don't know if that's true.
I'm actually not sure if that's true.
I don't either. But we're going to pretend he's still good terms. And he's like, hey, Jesus.
Actually, wait.
He's like, there's this thing called...
couldn't have been, because...
Pretend.
Okay.
And then.
Okay.
You guys will have to fact check us on that for sure. But he's like, ayo, big J, big Jesus. He's like, so you should make this thing. It's like a cat. It's going to be... People are going to love it. And so, like, actually, they say... He led in. This might be getting too blasphemous.
I think we might be getting there.
Never mind, guys. So yeah, that's not a thing. Cats are amazing. God's creation. Not as amazing as the Northern Lights.
I thought you were gonna say not the Northern Lights, but that we're still.
What were you thinking I was gonna say? Why'd you just zoom in?
Did I just zoom in?
You gotta take off your watch while you're doing this.
How does that even happen? I don't even know how to zoom in. Oh, it's probably the crown, isn't it? Oh.
That's why we couldn't see in the... That's why we couldn't see you in the frame. You kept zooming out.
Okay. I guess you don't have a large leg. It's fine.
I do. It's quite...
I mean, that's probably why you're like 15,000 feet tall.
Only 6'2" with shoes on.
But yes, I guess we were talking about Yusuf, but I'm still not sure how that works. But I don't know if you know card games. I'm sure that
there's one you should check out. Check out that card game.
Yes,
if you like card games. This is not a card game review podcast.
It is not. Honestly, I'm not really sure what.
This is a cyberbullying podcast. Send us things for us to bully you about.
Or just bully us in the
us in the comments, and we'll respond by bullying you back.
On the next podcast, we'll read through comments and bully you back.
Episode 2, we're reading your comments and bullying you. Episode 1 is the intro. Episode 2 is straight into it.
And by read your comments, I mean we'll read the comment.
The one.
Yeah. That's going to be left by me.
No, we have to bully Emmanuel on the second podcast episode. Dang it. Dang, I hate bullying Emmanuel.
Dang, yeah.
It's like I always say, it's not because you're colorblind. We're so bad. We're too
really
close
bad.
together.
We're way too close. That's probably why.
Oh, why aren't we letting go?
Yeah, dang.
Love tonight.
Pretty good.
I was like, what are you doing? It's like, what are you pointing at?
I feel like it's gonna be really hard to experience this as an audio listener. I don't know.
Well, in the podcast, the Cooking with Noel,
That was
that's
really hard.
to experience as just a listener because we literally just cooked. But
And Sully obviously did not like what you were cooking.
no, he did not, dude.
But you know what Noel said that
good.
made me laugh? Let the man cook. That was
the man cook.
That
Dude,
was funny.
Sully didn't let me cook.
But you know,
I redeemed it at the end, and he was like, "I still want to go to B&B." I was like,
yeah, yeah.
B&B.
Dang, we're gonna have some
Little
some,
crossover right there.
crossover right there. Yeah. Maybe one of these days.
Maybe one of these days we'll tell you what that's from.
Yeah. Mm.
Not today.
Not today. Well, maybe eventually.
Can't shout out my other podcast in this podcast.
Podcastception.
Podcast. What?
Whoa, that's crazy. Oh, yikes! I like
Dang.
that I didn't connect this. You know, it's fine. Anyways, that's.
I was saying it's
important.
been saying that
Yeah.
the entire
I
time.
didn't realize that. But well, I guess anything interesting happened today?
No.
Oh.
Oh, actually, yes. A police pulled up to me on work.
Oh, that
I
is.
was working out in Heber Heights,
Dang.
and this cop driving by, which they do every single day in this area, and he's like, "Hey, buddy," and I was like, "Yeah, yes, sir." And he's like, "You own this place?" And I was like, "No." I was like, "I just work here." Also, do I own this? Do I look like I own an apartment complex? No. He's like, "I just want to say you guys are doing a great job fixing it up."
I mean, hey, they do call him Big Money Blake, so it is entirely possible.
It is entirely possible, yes, sir. But and so he's like, he's like, "You guys are doing a great job." I was like, "I appreciate it. Like, we've been working hard out here." And I was like, "You see what these looked like before?" He's like, "Oh yeah." And so this place, there's four houses in a U like this. There's one here, and two in the corners. And so, and they were all in cahoots.
Oh,
They were all in cahoots, dealing meth out of these apartments.
Dang. Yeah, don't do that. Don't
do
this.
that.
Don't. Bad.
And if you do, don't get caught in Heber Heights. Don't go to Heber Heights or you'll get caught. And so they literally, like, I guess like a month before we started there, went in, SWAT, 3 a.m., SWAT, pretty much entire
3 a.m. I didn't even know that.
police force.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dang.
3 a.m. they went yelling through this loudspeaker, "You're either coming out peacefully or we're coming in with our guns." And well, they came out and they didn't shoot anybody. To my knowledge, I don't know. I wasn't there, but that police officer was actually. I asked him. I was like, he was like, "Yeah, I was there that night." And I was like, "Oh, for real?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "This and this." He's like, and I was like, "Yeah, I remember there were 7 pentagrams on this wall. There was something over there." It was like, it was wild. Yeah, no, these places
wow.
were a dump when we got them. And, like, it was scary. Like, it was very scary. Just so much like satanic stuff going on there. I literally spent like the first day just praying the whole day, dude. I was like, I don't know what was happening here before, Lord, but like, Lord, keep that away from me, please. Like, stay far away. And since I got the Holy Spirit on my side, it was not even bothering me.
Exactly.
I was bothering them. Except the attic was, because I was in the attic the first day for the entire day, mask on, and I couldn't stop coughing because of something in the attic.
Attics
and like,
are also like 5,000 degrees.
well, it was winter. It was cooler.
Oh,
it was
okay,
cooler.
never
It
mind.
wasn't hot up at that point. But it was like there was something in the attic that was like causing me to cough uncontrollably the entire day, even when I wasn't in the attic
How long were you in the attic?
for most of the day.
That doesn't sound healthy.
It probably wasn't.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that.
But I wore a mask.
We were still coughing with the mask. It's like something obviously got in.
I even changed my mask too, and it's still just.
Dang. Well, yeah. Jeez, I feel like Blake always has the more interesting work stories.
Speaking of work stories,
work in IT.
You don't have any interesting
Not much
printer
happens
stories?
there. I mean, I think the craziest thing that happened was when a sprinkler got smacked by a server rack, and our data center was like almost like flooded. Let me tell you, the data center is where everything is stored. Literally everything. Like I'm pretty sure we still have like other
We don't know where he works though.
I could, yeah. Yeah. We probably have like other data centers like in our other sites, but this one, like, we have a lot that runs here, like customer stuff and our stuff. So like, if the data center flooded, a lot of people will be out of work. We thankfully we got it sorted. It didn't flood, so that was good. And I think that's actually one of the reasons why that room has like the actual the floor is not the actual floor. It's like about a foot off the actual floor, which it's actually, now that I think about it, it's actually kind of magical how that works. I don't understand how that doesn't fully click in my brain how that works, but it's like raised a little bit. So I think that probably helped. But,
I built things. I know how that works.
Oh. I don't build things.
Let's go. You know about the computer part, and I know about how the floor is working.
Yep. That's probably the craziest story that I mean, I've seen a lady's brain scan before on accident.
What?
Okay, her printer was jammed. Well, we didn't know it was jammed. It's actually a really annoying printer thing because printers are just annoying. But anyways, I went up to fix her printer, and there was like, I didn't realize something was jammed. But then when I realized something was jammed, I like pulled the paper out and realized, oh shoot, that's a brain scan.
That's so.
So I didn't look further into it because I don't know. I feel like that's bad, so I didn't.
Took out another brain scan.
So yes, as one should do, I shredded it. So
Did you?
yes, it is no longer in existence.
Dang it.
If she needed that, she probably, since it was in the printer, she probably had another copy. But
Yeah, that was the only copy. It was stuck in her printer. No.
yeah. But that was kind of weird how that printer was. I don't remember what the error was, but like basically the piece of paper was stuck on the fuser. The fuser is what like fuses the ink to the paper. So that every time it printed, it just wouldn't print properly. So like it would print super faded. And I realized, oh, you know what? There's a piece of paper on the fuser. So like every single print job is being fused onto the same sheet of paper and not the next piece of paper.
And so it was the brain scan.
So that, there you go. That's was probably my
dude.
most interesting story. Sorry guys, IT's not that interesting.
My friend Gabe used to say, not Gabe, his name rhymes with Labe. He would always say, "You're not serious until you buy a printer." And then I thought about it, and I was like,
"Oh, yeah, it's actually
no, that's true." Because like you're getting married, and like you need a printer.
Yep, that's actually true. Dang.
But you said I have wild work stories,
Yes.
and people say that a lot.
Yes,
And
it's true.
I know I do. I just don't remember them. So I
Dang.
made a note in my phone.
Oh.
Every single job I've worked. Aquatots, Penn Station, ATAC, Watkins, and the place I'm at now.
How many jobs have you had?
7 or 8. I've had a lot.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
yeah,
7.
3,
Because
and
I
I thought that
cleaned
was a
too.
lot.
I've had 7.
Dang.
And I've been thinking, like I'll think of a story and I'll put it down in whatever company it was at.
Dang, yeah.
So I can actually like remember. And I have one more
The
job
fact
to
that
put
you
in.
have that list.
It was because
Wow.
I was so tired of like forgetting because I was like, I know I have so many stories to tell, but I don't know what they are. And so now I can't forget because they're all right here.
Well, there you go. That's it. I mean, the only thing I have is a quotes list. And I mean, I'm sure everyone has a quotes list.
My quotes list is wild.
Some of them, it's actually pretty hilarious.
Wait, what just happened? Why did it move like that? Oh,
Maybe
what?
just
Ooh,
stop being bad at using notes.
that was cool. I didn't know it could do that. Sorry, man.
I mean, I'm not really an avid Apple Notes user, so I can't help it.
I have avid everything else. Apple, but not
Yeah.
notes.
Not that.
He uses a pen and paper.
Actually, yeah. Something that Blake just mentioned about me. If you didn't know, I'm like the biggest Apple fan you'll ever see.
Yes,
so.
he is. You know Marquise Brownlee? That is Marquise Brownlee.
Yep.
Right there.
Waveform podcast. Right
I mean, his name is Emmanuel, not his name is. I promise it's not Marquise Brownlee. It's Emmanuel Whiteley.
Yep.
It's not
That's
Marquise
one to
Brownlee.
note.
It's not Marquise Brownlee. It's Marcus White. Marcus Paley.
Yep. I stole his identity. Moving on.
Moving on. So I think anything else, or how long has it been? Third Is that 30 minutes?
29 minutes and 52 seconds.
29 minutes.
I don't usually like saying. Well, I say usually. This is the first podcast I've ever done, but I don't usually like saying where we're at in the podcast. But
Why not?
first podcast, it's fine.
Well, I didn't know because on Logic Pro it would say like 14,000 seconds or whatever. It's like really
That's
weird.
gross.
And so like I never know, so I was just like making sure that's what that was.
Definitely 38.
Because what else are we talking about now?
More podcast things. How's your podcast career been?
Pretty successful.
Nice.
I am I am a co-host of a very successful podcast.
Nice.
I found out the other day to be in the top 1% of podcasters, you just have to have 20 episodes. We're at 17. So I'm almost in the top 1%. I'm almost in the one. So I wonder what happens when you have 2 podcasts with 20 episodes.
I will say this is the podcast that featured Ribbons Malone. So
Ribbons Malone, let's go. That's so funny.
here you go.
You listen to because we said it in the episode, the last one. We said what did Ben say? He was like, call Ribbons Malone.
So, I think that was a YouTube comment, and you guys didn't realize it was the same person as like.
Yeah,
I think it was some other comment.
It was a
from someone
YouTube
else.
comment, which we realized was Sully's sister.
Yeah.
She has a different name on YouTube and then Spotify.
Yeah.
And so
it turns out it was the same person.
Let's go.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
I do remember this. The Man Who Killed Hitler and Bigfoot.
The Man Who Killed Hitler and then
Bigfoot. That is a movie that apparently exists, and I guess
So
according to
bad.
the reviews, it was not great. But
So bad it grossed $3,000.
It's
So
pretty
we
bad.
watched it and then we made a podcast about it.
Like, turns out this guy had a gigantic rock stuck in his shoe for the entire movie, and only got it out at the very end. But-
It wasn't even big. It was like the size of this mint, just like in it, which is I guess big for a rock in your
pretty
shoe.
big.
And the whole movie, this guy's walking around and he's like taking off his shoe and shaking, and nothing happens. And then at the end of the movie, he takes it off, shakes it, a rock falls out, and he walks away.
Yeah.
And that was the like. What was the point of that in the movie? It was a terrible movie. We'll have to watch it sometimes because it was actually really funny. It was just so funny.
I mean, that name is pretty captivating. I'm not gonna
It
lie.
was, dude. It was.
That would definitely catch my attention. It caught my attention.
It did. Well, it caught our attention too. It was like $10. We watched it for free on like Tubi or something.
Oh, piracy.
Piracy? I don't think that's what that is.
Wait,
Dude, I
is it
definitely
not?
got it. Tubi?
Oh, you said Tubi.
No, yeah.
Oh,
It's not piracy if it's on
That
Tubi.
didn't quite click. Never mind.
It's on Tubi. You just
Okay, we're
watch
good.
a lot
We're
of
good.
ads.
We're good. Never mind.
That's our best part. Is we run really fast to go to the bathroom. And get snacks.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
I guess how do you guys feel about ads? Because I don't like them, so I don't plan on putting them in here. Also, kind of hard to do ads when this is your first podcast episode.
You can't do ads until you have. I don't remember if it was like 100 plays in a month,
Sheesh.
or I think that's what it was. There's like 2 things.
Well, okay,
But, like,
you can't do like officially through Spotify, but nothing's stopping you from just like baking ads into it.
Let's do a quick ad read right now.
Bellini
Caprani.
Non-alcoholic beverage with 15% white peach.
It's virgin.
Yep.
Virgin.
Yes,
Go ahead. You can pick yours up at the local. We don't know where, but once you find it, let us know because we want more.
It might actually change your life.
It will change your life. So it's like Jesus changed our lives, of course. So this didn't change our lives. Like Jesus
Not
did.
quite like that.
Not like Jesus at all. This just changed the way we look at drinks.
Yes, as in no other drink.
No other drink
like
except
this
this,
one.
and the living water. That is Jesus.
Yes, that.
Thirst and never drink again. Drink and never thirst again. That's like spring break, dude.
Thirst and never.
Thirst and never drink again.
Yep.
So pick yours up today.
Yep.
It looks expensive.
It does look quite expensive. So yep. And the Jello goes. Alrighty. Well. See that
Thumbnail for the
Oh.
thumbnail.
Thumbnail.
Okay.
Nice. Alrighty. That was. I love that the video is going to be us doing the thumbnail as well.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
And it's in the audio podcast as well. So, audio listeners, we just took the thumbnail. We
And it's
pointed
really
the
good.
camera at the bowl that had runny Jello.
Jello,
and
4
bottles.
spoons, a mint wrapper, and 2 bottles.
Yep. As you can tell, we're professionals
Professionals
at
this.
this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Think that's
Well,
that wraps it
I
up.
think that wraps it. Yeah. I love that.
episode 1.
Yeah. Video viewers, I apologize that you will have a
Like 5 minutes
5
cut
minutes
out.
of just black.
Imagine it's like way more than 5
Yeah.
minutes too.
That'd be really awkward.
We'll put a little video of me dancing in there for you guys.
Yep. Maybe we'll just put Northern Lights pictures in there.
Oh yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
We just saw those like
Yeah,
an hour
we'll
ago.
put the more
Those
lights
are
in
pretty
there.
cool.
Yeah. So we'll see you guys later,
Yeah, and by see you guys later, I mean
You'll see us
stare
later.
at the screen later.
and then you'll see
And
us
then you'll
later.
see us. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
It's a good thing to see though.
Heck yeah. That's
So-
really bad.
It's a really good thing to see though.
I-
It's a really good thing to see
it's
though.
really- oh yeah.
Oh wait, it's a really good thing to see though. Sorry, we're taken. Not by each other.
Not by each other.
Not by each other.